Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Elise and I will be your yoga teacher today. Today we are up for a slow flow with a focus on backbends. So backbends are great heart opener. They're also great counterposes to our daily life. We tend to hunch. We are the computer, we carry bags, we carry our kids, and backbends really allow us to open the chest, open the heart, and create space in the upper body. So hop on your mat and let's get started. So today we will start in an extended child's pose. So bring your big toes to touch. Bring your hips towards the ears, hands in front of you, and you can gently fall forward. Bringing the forehead on the floor. You could set a block or a blanket if the forehead is not comfortable on the floor. Take a moment to settle on your mat. Take a moment to welcome your breath. And here you can maybe check in how your body is feeling today. You can have a quick body scan and just notice how you feel. Notice if there is any area of tension, any area of discomfort, any area of tightness. And if there are, you can take a big inhale. And when you exhale towards that area and you visualize it softening and loosening. Observe your body without any judgment, with compassion. And you can also check in with your mind. Are there any thoughts stuck up there that you can release? Anything that doesn't serve you on your yoga mat? And again, you can use your exhales to let go of these thoughts. And you can set an intention for your practice today. What brings you on your mat? What can yoga do for you? You can now take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth and exhale. And again, big breath in. Feel the belly expand between the thighs. Open the mouth and exhale. One more time. Deep breath in. And slowly breathe out. Now come back to a gentle and natural breath. And you can walk your hands and your torso towards the left. So the torso rests on the left thighs, arms extended in front of you, and bring the right hand on top of the left hand. And as you breathe, you can feel the right side stretching and opening. Deep breath here, creating space between the vertebrae. Now inhale deeply. Exhale, bring your hands to the center. Pause here. Take another deep inhale. And as you exhale, walk your hands towards the right thigh and the torso. And bring the left hand on top of the right. And here you can breathe through the left side, creating space between the vertebrae. Deep breathing. Now take a big inhale. Exhale, walk the hands back to the center. And slowly start to walk the hands towards you. And you can come here in a tabletop position. So tabletop position, you want to have the wrist underneath the shoulders, the knees under the hips, and the feet flat disappearing behind the knees. And since we do a lot of back bends today, we need a very warm spine. So open the fingers wide. Don't collapse the ears in the shoulders. Press on your hands. We'll take 4 rounds of cat-cows. On an inhale, arch the back. Drop the belly. Gentle gaze forward. The tailbone is lifted. On the exhale, you press the floor away, you round the upper back, you tuck the chin, you tuck the tailbone. And again, inhale, arch the back, sternum forward, gentle gaze up, nice arch in the back. Exhale, round the upper back, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, gaze towards the navel. Again, inhale, arch. Lift the heart. Remember, it's a heart opening sequence. And exhale, round. Pressing the floor away. Nice stretch in the back of the body. And one more time, one last time. Inhale, arch the back. Look up, gentle gaze forward. And exhale, round. And inhale, back to a neutral position. Now walk your hands forward for melting heart or puppy pose. So here you want to make sure that the hips stay above the hips above the knees, and you're going to start to kick the tailbone up and melt the heart towards the floor. You can bring the forehead on the floor if the heart doesn't touch. Feel a nice stretch in the shoulders. You can also have the chin on the floor. And see mentally if your hips are right above the knees. Breathe deeply. A few more breaths here. Now walk your hands, press on your hands, walk your hands back underneath the shoulders to a tabletop position. Tuck the toes, open the fingers wide, hover the knees from the floor, lift the tailbone towards the ceiling for your first down dog of this session. So you can walk your dog, you can move your knees, you can lift the heels one after the other. Take any movement here that feel comfortable to loosen up the back of the legs, stretching the spine. And now you can come to a still dog. We'll just check your alignment for a moment. So make sure that the middle finger is pointing towards the front of the mat. Your shoulders are rotated outwards. You want to be able to say yes and no with the head, so you don't have any tension in the neck. You really press on the hands so you can sink the heart towards the chest. Tailbone is lifted high, the navel is sucked up towards the spine. And the heel wants to reach the floor. And if they can't, it's fine. You can gently bend the knees as long as you have a straight spine. Couple more breaths here. Now gaze towards your hands. You can step or you can walk your feet towards the front of the mat until you reach the hands. Inhale, look halfway up with a flat back, you create space. And exhale, forward. And here, bend the knees generously so the chest rests on the thighs. And you can grab opposite elbow for ragdoll pose. And you can just let yourself dangle here. The weight is towards the balls of the feet. Again, no tension in the neck. And here you can really feel the tension of the upper back and the shoulders melting down the earth. Now let your hands fall on the floor and gently pressing on your feet, unroll the spine vertebra by vertebra. You can visualize them stacking on top of each other. And the last thing that will come up are your shoulders and your head. Alright, and here I'm going to face you, but you can stay where you are. Now bring your feet 1 foot distance apart. So bring the heel in the arch of the foot, and so you have 1 foot between each feet. Feet parallel to each other. Arms alongside the body with the palm facing forward. Now inhale, reach your arms high, but keep the shoulders down. So don't shrug the shoulders in the ears. Now with your, if it's my left, it's your right. With your right hand, grab the left wrist. Inhale and pull the fingers towards the ceiling. Engage the core. And when you exhale, you bend to the side. So the fingers go to the right and the hip goes slightly to the left. And you really want to keep a core engaged here. You can roll the chest open towards the ceiling and you breathe. Now tuck the belly. Inhale, rise up and change. Left hand circles the right wrist. Inhale, pull towards the ceiling, and exhale, bend to the side. The shoulders are aligned with the hips. The heart is turned towards the ceiling. Now tuck the belly in. Inhale, lift your arms up. On the exhale, bring the hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Press the hands towards the floor so you can have a gentle back bend here, squeezing the shoulder blades. Look up, inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. You can bend the knees so the torso rests on the thighs and the arm reach above the head towards the front of the mat. And breathe here. Now, press on your feet. Inhale, rise up. You really want to press on the legs and on the core. Bring the arms high. And now bring the hands behind the body. I will show you from the back with the heel of the hand in the lower back and the fingers pointing towards the floor. Now squeeze the shoulder blades and bring the elbows together and gently press your hips forward, very gently. Shine your heart towards the ceiling and gaze up. You can't really take deep breath here, but you want to keep on breathing. Now slowly rise up. Bring your hands on your hips, inhale, and hinging from the hips, fall forward. Release the hands on the floor or on the shins. Inhale, look halfway up, creating space. And exhale, fall forward. Now, with the right foot, make a big step back towards the back of the mat. Find yourself in a low lunge with the knee right above the ankle. Set your right knee on the floor and flatten the top of the right foot. Inhale, bring your arms above the head. You see here, my shoulders are right above the hips. And the knee is right above the ankle, so check your alignment here. You can join the palms together, interlace the fingers, bring the shoulders down. Inhale here, and when you exhale, lift the chest and gently bend, back bend, shining your heart again towards the ceiling. If you feel the lower back pinching, it means you went too far. Squeeze your glutes as well. Inhale here. And exhale, bring the hands on the floor, framing the left foot. Tuck the toes of the right foot, lift the right knee off the floor. Bring the left foot to meet the right foot for high plank. Here, shift the weight forward, bend the elbows and come all the way on the belly. Zip your legs together, top of the feet flash, pushing on the floor. Now lift your hands off the floor, press the pubic bone on the floor, inhale, and come here to a very gentle cobra, gentle back bend, but without the hands. Inhale here, and exhale, lower. And one more time. Inhale, lift the hand, lift the chest, gentle gaze forward, and exhale down. Good. Tuck the toes, press on your hands, make your way back to a high plank, and downward dog. Remember to really engage the core. Now inhale the right leg high, bend the knee, Send the knee towards the ceiling and the toes wants to reach the floor behind you, opening the hip. Now straighten the right leg again, square the hips. Bring the right foot between the hands at the front of the mat. Find yourself in a low lunge again. Make sure that the knee is right above the ankle. Press on your right foot. Inhale, lift your arms high. Maybe you can find a gentle back bend here in your high lunge. And exhale, hands to the floor. Press on the right foot so you can bring the left foot forward and fold, Uttanasana. Press on your hands, inhale, rise up, find your tall mountain, maybe a gentle back bend here again. And exhale, hands to the heart. Good, and now we do this on the left side. Find your mountain pose Tadasana. Inhale, reach your arms high. And exhale, fall forward. Inhale, halfway up, create space. And exhale, fold. Bring the hands on the floor. Left foot back, big step. Find yourself in a low lunge. Nice 90-degree on the right knee and the knee right above the ankle. Now set the left knee on the floor. Flatten the left foot. Inhale, rise up with your hands. Your hands are right above the head. The shoulders are right above the hips. And the knee is right above the ankle. Inhale here. And when you exhale, maybe you can find a gentle back bend, but you lift through the heart. And if you feel a pinch in the lower back, it means you've been too far. Squeeze the left glute. Inhale here, and exhale, hands to the floor. Tuck the left toes, bring the left knee off the floor, the right foot knee, the left foot for a high plank. Use your core and squeeze the glute, shift the weight forward, bend the elbows and come all the way on your belly. Now bring your hands behind the back, interlace the fingers and start to squeeze the shoulder blades and to press the hands towards the heels. Now on an inhale, lift the legs off the floor, lift the chest, point the toes firmly towards the back of the mat and the hands wants to reach your heels. Gentle gaze forward. And when you breathe in, maybe you can lift a little higher. Another big breath in. And exhale, release. Good. Now bring the hands right underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes. Press yourself back up to a high plank and downward dog. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Correct your alignment. Make sure that your feet are hips distance apart. Middle finger pointing towards the front of the mat, shoulders away from the ears, tailbone pointing up and belly engaged. Now inhale the left leg high, bend the knee and open the hip. The toes wants to reach the floor behind you and the knee wants to reach the ceiling. Now straighten the left leg, square the hips, bring the left foot between the hands at the front of the mat. Find yourself in a low lunge. Press on the left foot. Inhale for a high lunge. Maybe you can find a gentle back bend here, or maybe not, depending on where you are today. Deep inhale. Exhale, hands on the floor. Press on the left foot so you can bring the right foot forward and fold. Inhale, rise up, press on the feet. Maybe you can find a gentle back bend in your tall mountain here. And exhale, hands to the heart and release. Close your eyes for a moment. Observe any sensation you can feel in the body. Observe any subtle movements. Maybe your mind is a bit quieter now. Maybe your heart beats a little faster. Just observe whatever there is to observe. And open the eyes. Alright, good. Now bring your feet together so your feet touch. Roll your thighs inward, and from here we'll take a chair pose. So inhale, bend the knees, sink the hips low, reach your arm forward, shoulders away from the ears, and you can lift the toes and you can even wiggle the toes. Squeeze the belly, squeeze the thighs, gentle gaze up or gaze forward. Inhale here and exhale, fall forward. Inhale halfway up, creating space. Hands on the floor, exhale right foot and left foot down. Left foot back, not down. Bring the knees on the floor. Shift the weight forward so the elbow go past the wrist. Bend the elbows towards the ribcage, chin, chest on the floor, and your bum is lifted towards the ceiling. Slide the legs, press on your hands. Inhale for higher cobra. Now your back is prepared for that. Don't shrug the shoulders in the ears. Keep the shoulders down. Press on the top of the feet and press the pubic bone on the floor. Now inhale here in the center, and on the exhale twist and gaze towards the right foot at the back of the mat. Inhale at the center and exhale twist and look towards the left foot at the back of the mat. Inhale center and exhale, bring the chest on the floor and the forehead on the floor. Now open your legs as wide as the mat. Extend your arms 90 degrees from the floor. Inhale, press the pubic bone on the floor, lift the chest, lift the arms, lift the legs, point the toes, activate the fingers, squeeze the glutes, and breathe. Keep a smile on your face. Inhale. And exhale, release. And we do this one more time. Inhale, lift up. There is only your pubic bone on the floor. And when you inhale, maybe you can lift a little higher. One more full breath here. Inhale. And exhale, lower down. Zip your legs again. Bring the hands right underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes. Press on your hands on your toes. Come to a high plank. And come to downward dog. Good. Very nice. Now inhale the right leg high, and on the exhale bring the right knee towards the right elbow so the shoulders are above the wrist. Use your core. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg high. Exhale one more time, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. And now when you exhale, you bring the right foot at the front of the mat. Flatten the left foot so the left heel is on the floor. Fingertips on the floor. Inhale, rise up for warrior one. So the alignment for warrior one, you want to have a nice 90-degree angle here so the knee is above the ankle and doesn't go past. Back foot is turned in. The hips are square. So bring the left hip forward and the right hip back. Shoulders above the hips. Inhale, reach your arms high. Interlace the fingers and point the index towards the ceiling. Shoulders away from the ears and biceps align with the ears. Now gently back bend here, bringing the fingers, the index towards the back of the mat, shining your heart towards the ceiling. Inhale and exhale, bring the torso straight again. Now bring the hands behind the body, interlace the fingers, press the hands down so you can have a deeper back bend here. We're getting ready for humble warrior. So keep sinking on the right hip, keep bending the knee. Inhale and exhale, fall forward. Right shoulder inside of the right knee, crown of the head towards the floor. Keep sinking on the right hip. And breathe. Now inhale, rise up. Hands to the sky for warrior one. Hands on the floor. Lift the left heel off the floor. Find your high plank. And from here, knees on the floor and come to a tabletop position.
So make sure you have the right alignment with the wrist under the shoulders and the knees under the hips. Now extend the right leg back. Point the toes firmly. Don't open the hip, and now bend the right knee. Now we'll take tiger pose here. On an inhale, arch the back, bring the toes towards the crown of the head. And when you exhale, you press the floor away from you and you bring the nose towards the knee or the knee towards the nose. Inhale, arch the back, the toes towards the back of the head. And exhale, press the floor away from you, knee to nose. Use the core. Inhale one more time. Arch the back, toes towards the crown of the head, and exhale, round. And inhale now, bring the leg back straight, pointing the toes again. Now, bend the knee, press on your right hand, release the left arm forward, and now the left hand come and grab the right foot. Inhale, kick the right foot in the hand, lift the toes towards the ceiling, open the heart forward, and the toes, I said that again, nice stretch in the shoulder. Good. Inhale here, exhale, release to spinal balance, and down to a tabletop position. Tuck the toes, open the fingers wide, hips up, and downward dog. Take a few deep breaths here, observing how the right side and the left side feel different. Keep pressing the floor away from you, sinking the chest towards the heart, lifting the tailbone. Now inhale the left leg towards the ceiling. And on the exhale, left knee, left elbow, so the shoulders are right above the wrists. Inhale, three-legged dog, lift the left leg high. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. And when you exhale, you bring the left foot at the front of the mat between the hands. Bring the right heel on the floor, right foot slightly turn in. Come on the fingertips. Inhale, rise up for warrior one. Correct your alignment. Make sure that now you bring the right hip forward and the left hip back. The knee is above the ankle. The shoulders are above the hips, so the shoulders are also square to the front of the mat. Now inhale your arms up, shoulders down, interlace the fingers and release the index. Biceps align with the ears. Inhale here, and on the exhale, maybe you can find a gentle back bend here, shining your heart towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, come back to a straight spine, bring the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, press the hands towards the floor. You can squeeze the shoulder blades, look up, keep sinking on the left knee, inhale, and exhale, fall forward for humble warrior. The left shoulder is inside of the left knee, crown of the head reaching for the floor, and the hands are above the head. Now press on the left foot, inhale, rise up, find your warrior one again. Exhale, hands on the floor, lift the right heel off the floor. Left foot meets the right foot for a high plank. Knees on the floor. And here, find your tabletop position. So you might need to adjust your position a little bit. Now extend the left leg back. Point the toes. Don't open the hip. Bend the left knee. Inhale, open the heart. The left toes wants to reach the crown of the head or the back of the head. And on the exhale, you round the upper back. You press the floor. You bring the left knee towards the nose. Inhale, arch the back. The toes wants to reach the back of the head. It's not possible, but it's the idea. And exhale, round, knee to nose. Press the floor away from you. And one more time. Inhale, arch the back. Open the heart. And exhale, round, knee to nose. And inhale, bring the the left leg back, parallel to the floor, pointing the toes. Bend the knee, lift your right hand off the floor, and now the right hand comes and grabs the left foot. Press on the left hand. Inhale, lift the heart, press your hands on your foot in your hand, toes lifting towards the ceiling for swan pose. Gaze forward, feel a nice stretch in your right shoulder. Inhale here. On the exhale, come back to spinal balance and down. Good. Now open the knees wide, bring the big toes together. Inhale, and on the exhale, you can come to an extended child's pose. And here you can press on your hands so the hips go closer towards the heels to release the lower back, forehead on the floor. And deep breathing. Deep breathing, you can expand the belly between the thighs as you inhale. And contract the belly as you exhale. Now press on your hands, rise up and come back to a tabletop position. Tuck all 10 toes. Lift the hips towards the ceiling and find your downward dog again. Now gaze between the hands, right foot and left foot forward at the front of the mat. Inhale with a flat back and exhale, fold. Press on the feet, inhale, rise up all the way to the top, hands above the head. And exhale all the way down, hinging from the hips. Inhale halfway up. And on the exhale, hands on the floor, right foot and left foot back. Find yourself in a high plank. Shift the weight forward so you can bend the elbows and come all the way on the belly. And here, find your Sphinx pose. Bring the elbows right underneath the shoulders. With the hands, the middle finger again pointing towards the front of the mat. Now here, bring the left arm slightly in so you can turn it 45 degrees and you can gently lean on the left elbow. Bend the right knee and with the right hand come and grab the foot and bring the heel towards the sacrum here. So you can gently rock towards the left side. Flip your elbow towards the ceiling. And breathe here, nice stretch of the quads. Inhale here. Exhale, gently release the right leg. Bring the right elbow right underneath the left shoulder, and we do that on the other side. So the right hand comes slightly more inward. You can gently lean on the right side, bend the left knee, and with your left hand you come and you grab the left foot. And here, you can flip the grip so you can bring the elbow towards the ceiling and gently press the heel towards the sacrum, towards the bum, and feel a nice stretch in the quad. Maybe you go ow, ow, but it's a good ow. Now big inhale, exhale, gently release, come back to your Sphinx pose. And from Sphinx pose we go to seal pose. So now bring your hands to the corners of your mat with the fingers turned outward. Straighten the elbows, lock the elbows, open the chest. Keep pressing the pubic bone on the floor and keep pressing the big toes on the floor. Shine your heart forward, gentle gaze up if you want or gaze forward. We stay here for a few more breaths. Don't shrug the shoulders. Keep the shoulders down. Inhale here. And exhale, lower down. Now bring your hands alongside the body with the forehead on the floor. From here we'll go to bow pose. So bend your knees. Place each foot in each hand. So right foot in right hand. And squeeze your knees together. And here you can already start kicking the feet in the hands. And on an inhale, peel the chest off the floor, kick the feet in the hands, lift the toes towards the ceiling, shine your heart forward. And when you, with your breath, maybe you can massage your abdominal organs. Big inhale here, and on the exhale, lower down. You can bring your hands forward, make a little pillow, so you can rest the right cheek on your hands. Take a break here, observe any sensations. Maybe you can observe how the breath is maybe different, your mind again even quieter. And we'll do this one more time. Extend the arms back, zip the legs together, bend the knees, grab your feet. Don't grab them towards the toes though, grab them more towards the ankle. Forehead on the floor. Press your feet in your hands, inhale, lift the knees off the floor, lift the chest off the floor. Bring the toes close to the ceiling or up to the ceiling, nice stretch in the shoulders. Shine your heart forward. Inhale and exhale, gently release. Release the legs. Bring your hands forward and turn the right cheek on the hands and rest here for a moment. Experiencing the sensations. Now bring the forehead on the floor, the hands right underneath the shoulders, and from here press yourself to a child's pose with the knees together, hips towards the heels, and here press the floor away from you so the hips go closer to the heels and you have a nice stretch of the lower back. And breathe. And when you breathe, I want you to focus on the lower back and direct your breath to that area. Now come back. Stay with your hips on your heels and lift your torso up. So you sit on the heels. I'm just gonna up, go here. All right. And from here, now your back is ready, everything is ready to take a deeper back bend, and a deeper back bend today will be Camel pose. So come on your heels, not on your heels, on your knees, and make sure that the hips, the knees, and the shoulders are aligned, feet are together. You can tuck the toes if you want it here. Nice stretch for the toes as well. Engage the core. Now, you remember what we did at the beginning of class when we had the heel of the hands in the lower back and the fingers pointing towards the ceiling? You do the same. So you bring the hands on the lower back with the heel here in the crease here. Open the chest, so squeeze the shoulder blades, and the first thing we do is gently press the hips forward, send the gaze up, and the heart and the chest towards the ceiling. And we stay here for a moment. That's the first step of our back bend today, and maybe that would be enough for you. You'll see what the body tells you. Inhale, and on the exhale, gently come up, and you can sit on your heels for a moment, close your eyes, bring the hands on the laps. And maybe listen, maybe your body is telling you this is way enough today, don't go any further. Or maybe it's telling you like, no, you can go any further. So you will see. Now come on your knees again. You can keep your toes tucked, bring your hands back again. Now inhale, press your hips forward, squeeze the shoulder blades. And here, if you want, you can release the left hand towards the left heel. And maybe you can raise the right arm up and back. Inhale here. On the exhale, you change. You bring the right hand on the right heel. Inhale, lift your left arm up and back. Inhale here. And now when you exhale, you bring the left hand in the lower back, right hand in the lower back. Rise the torso up. Sit on your heels. Hands on your laps, close the eyes and observe any movements, any sensations. And now to counterpose that, we'll take rabbit pose. So maybe you can flatten the top of your feet. Grab your heels, so bring the hands on your heels. And here we always say you cannot round the spine, but here tuck the chin and really start to roll the spine. So you bring the crown of the head in front of the knees. Now lift your hips and straighten the arms and find yourself in rabbit pose. We'll stay here for a few breaths. Inhale. And on the exhale, bring the hips back on your heels. And lift the torso up again. Alright, very good. Now, shift your hips to the right. I'm going to face you so you see where we're going. So shift the hips to the right and bring the left foot on top of the right thigh. And here, make sure that the right heel is away so you really sit on both butt cheeks. I have the tendency to only sit on the right, but make sure you sit on the whole bum. Squeeze the left leg towards you. Now hug your right knee. Bring the left hand back. Inhale, reach through the crown of the head with a long spine. And when you exhale, twist over the back shoulder. When you inhale, you lengthen the spine. And when you exhale, you twist a little deeper. And again, you see here, I am completely sitting on the right hip when both my butt cheeks to be on the floor. Take a big breath in and exhale, come back to the center. Now bring the left knee on top of the right knee. Come sit on your heels again. And now we go to the left. Shift your hips left. Right foot over the left thigh. Make sure that the left foot comes outward so you can sit on both butt cheeks. Squeeze the right leg towards you. Hug the knee with your elbow. Bring the right hand back. Inhale, reach through the crown of the head, long spine. And when you exhale, you twist to the side. And here I have to consciously sit on my butt and not just on one butt cheek. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale here. Exhale, come back to the center. And now you can straighten both legs in front of you. Activate the feet. So you press the heels I'm going to come to this side. You press the heels towards the front of the mat and the toes towards you. Now bring the right heel in the crease of the left thigh. Make sure that you remove the flesh of the sitting bones. Activate the left leg, so engage, lift the kneecap to engage the quad. Hands to the side. Inhale, lift the arms high. Tuck the belly. And exhale, fall forward. The arms can rest on the floor, but they cannot be here in the air. Your hands must be somewhere. And here you should feel a nice stretch in the lower back. For some reason I can also feel that in the obliques. Breathe deeply, keep a long spine. Now inhale, look halfway up, and exhale, you can release, and you can change. Straighten the right leg, bring the left heel in the crease of the right thigh. I should have told you for the first leg, but make sure that the torso is facing the leg that is extended. Point the heel forward and the toes towards you, hands to the side. Inhale, lift your arms high. And exhale, fall forward over the right leg. And again, make sure your hands go somewhere. They can be on the knee, they can be on the calf, they can be on the toes, but they have to be somewhere. Slow and deep breathing here. Engage the core. So when you engage the core, you have more space to close the gap between the thigh and the chest, and the rib cage actually. Few more breaths here. Keep a long spine. Inhale, look halfway up. And exhale, release. Good. Now, plant both feet on the floor, on each side of the mat, and your hands are slightly back and turn outward. And here we do the wind, what do you call them, the windshield wipers of a car. So bring the knees to the left, back to the center, and the knees to the right. One more time, center, knees to the left, and knees to the right. And back to the center. Now bring your feet hips distance apart. Extend the arms in front of you and slowly unroll the spine. Just have to take this out. And roll the spine on the mat, slowly, vertebra by vertebra. I want it to shake here a little bit. So really go as slow as you can, with as much control as you can. Really go down as slow as you can, control the way down, control, and on your mat. Alright, good, perfect. Bring the heels towards the hips. We'll take bridge pose with a chest expansion. So make sure that the head and the neck and the spine are aligned. Now press on your feet. Inhale, lift your hips high. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Roll on the outer edge of your shoulders. The chest goes towards the chin, but the chin doesn't want that, so the chin stays away from the chest. Gentle gaze up towards the ceiling. Imagine you have a block between the thighs, or you hold something between the thighs. So you really want to squeeze the thighs together, so your glutes are deeply engaged, and so are your core. Deep breathing. Inhale here. Exhale, release the shoulders, release the arms, and roll the spine on the mat. Bring the knees towards the chest and hug them tight. You can even lift the shoulders and bring the crown of the forehead towards the knees. Inhale and exhale, release. Good. Now extend the arms 90 degrees from the body, like in a T position, and hug the knees towards the chest. And now bring the knees to the left side, close to the arms, and you gaze towards the right hand. And here you can maintain the knees on the floor by bringing the left elbow on top of the knee and the hand on the hip. So you really maintain the knee close to the floor, but you keep gazing towards the right hand. Deep breathing. Now release the grip on the knees. Bring the knees towards the chest. And now knees to the right. Gaze to the left. And again, you can bring the right elbow on top of the knee and the hand on the hip, so you really maintain them on the floor. And you gently gaze towards the left hand. You can even close your eyes. And you breathe. Now release the knees. Use the core. Bring the knees towards the chest. Hug them with your arms. Again, lift the shoulders off the floor. Bring the forehead towards the knees. Inhale. And on the exhale, you can extend your legs and you can come into a well-deserved Shavasana. Open your legs as wide as you can, as wide as you want, with the feet dropping on each side of the mat. The hands are up towards the ceiling. Here you can take a deep breath in and exhale. Now with your hands, make a fist and squeeze your hands tight. And now shrug the shoulders towards the ears. Tighten your bum, tighten your legs, really squeeze your entire body. Create a lot of tension in the body, like tense everything you can. Squeeze your eyes, squeeze your forehead, squeeze the jaw, squeeze the shoulders, the arms, the glutes, everything. And now take a big inhale. Exhale, release. Complete release of the body, complete release of the breath. You can now surrender in Shavasana, surrender to your yoga practice. You can allow yourself and allow your body to get into relaxation. No more tension in the feet or in the legs. No tension in the hips, in the belly. Your lower body is completely relaxed. Your hands and your arms are relaxed. Your shoulders, your chest and your belly. The neck, the back of the head, the forehead and the eyebrows, completely relaxed. Your eyes, the muscles around the eyes and your temples. Your cheeks and your jaw, completely relaxed. Your mind is relaxed as well. And if you feel that it's drifting away, just notice where it's gone and gently bring yourself back to this present moment. And for the next few minutes, try to stay in the here and now, not worrying about the past or about the future, and just anchoring yourself in this present moment. You, your body and your breath, laying on the floor, on your mat. Now you can gently bring your awareness back to the room. You can start to wiggle the fingers and the toes. You can make small rotation with the ankles and the wrists in one direction and maybe in the other as well. Turn your head from left to right. Bring your hands behind the head and stretch. You can take a deep inhale. Imagine you're a cat that is just waking up. And then hug your knees to the chest. And
gently fall on the left side, the side of the heart. Make yourself comfortable here in your fetal position for one moment. And here you can come back to the intention you set at the beginning of the practice. What's brought you on your mat today? And then pressing on your right hand, you can gently bring yourself back to a seated position with your legs crossed and your eyes closed for one more moment. Letting the flow of the breath going back to a vertical position. You can bring your hands in the prayer position in front of your heart. You can thank your body for allowing you to do yoga. And you can send it some compassion for its limitations. You can also thank yourself for making the time to be on your mat for an hour of self-care. And to close the practice, we'll chant together, or you can whisper if you don't want to chant, the peace mantra Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You can exhale all the air you have in the chest and in the belly. Now inhale deeply to chant. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Inhale and exhale. May there be peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, peace in your heart. Namaste. Thank you, everyone.